All right, there we go. We're going to do Blank Space by Taylor Swift today. This is going to be a quick ukulele lesson. This is a song I just started playing, got stuck in my head, and started working it out in the ukulele and put together this little instrumental version. So wanted to make a quick video showing you how I did it. Everything I'm about to show you, you can find tabs and notes and text version of on my website, songnotes.cc. Definitely check that out, and if you like the lesson, throw a buck in the tip jar. Definitely appreciate it. But let's get started on what we're going to cover today. Quick look at the chords you're going to need. Quick look at the song structure. We're going to look at the melody. So, you know, this stuff. All the melodies throughout the song. There's not that many, and you don't have to move your hands a lot, and they repeat a lot, so it's kind of handy. And then finally, at the end, I'm going to cover some of the more finger style stuff. So that's a way to spice up the melody and make it sound a bit more full and a bit more fancy. But really, all you're doing is just kind of repeatedly strumming this bass string. So it's a great way to sort of, sound like you're doing a lot more than you actually are. So if you want to skip ahead to any of those sections, you see the times on the screen. But otherwise, let's get started. Quick note, so this song on the album, the Taylor Swift version, it's actually in the key of F. We're going to play it in a different key. And all this means is that if you take what I show you here and try to play along with the Taylor Swift version, it's going to sound a little bit off because you're in a different key. So just keep that in mind. But basically, we're going to be in the key of G. So in the ukulele, here's the chords you're going to need. 4 chords, really. You're going to need a G chord. That's open, second, third, second. Okay? You're going to need a E minor chord. That's open, fourth, third, second. You're going to need a C chord. That is open, 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 third. And you're going to need a D chord. That's second, 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 open. And these are all very standard ukulele chords. You're going to need to know them. If you haven't learned them before, definitely practice them. They're ones you're going to want to be able to play just on moment's notice. So those are the chords you'll need. One additional chord you'll need is a C major 7. So instead of doing a open, open, open third, which is a regular C, the C major 7 is open, open, third, second. And it has a bit of a unique voicing that adds a bit of flavor to the song. So now with those chords, here's what the song structure looks like. So we basically have a verse and a chorus, okay? And you're pretty much going to notice the G, the E minor, the C, and the D in each section. The verse is going to use a C major 7. But even if you didn't do any of the finger picking, the finger style stuff, and you did a single strum for each measure, you could play the song. So the verse would sound like this, basically. So, pleased to meet you where you've been. I can show you incredible things. E minor. So stay on E minor for 2 measures. Da 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 da. C major 7. 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 And then back to G for 1 measure. And then you're going to switch to D. And then the verse. And then the chorus. So back to G. And it's gonna be forever. Say on G 1 more measure, and then to E minor. It's over, hey, that was what the pain. And to C for 2 measures. C, 2, 3, 4, then to D. 2, 3, 4. And I love the game. And then you just repeat the chorus, you repeat the verse. That's basically it. So keep that song structure in mind if you wanna play along. But otherwise, we're going to dive into the melody now. So with the melody here, again, check out the tabs that are on my website for every single melody in the song. There's really about I think 2 or 3 in the chorus and 2 or 3 in the verse. But what I want to show you here really is, let's look at the chorus melodies. So, and it's gonna be forever, or it's gonna go down in flames. Now, the main thing I want to teach you here, aside from the notes you play, is that you want to have your left hand, your chord hand, in the chord position it should be in when you're doing this melody. You don't just want to just pick the notes individually. You could do that, but you're gonna miss out on the ability to sort of do a natural strum. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is show you the chord positions you're going to have your hand in as you go through each melody. And let's look at the verse, or the chorus, I'm sorry. So you'll notice that I'm playing a G chord, and instead of doing the second, third, second with just individual fingers, I'm sort of barring the second fret here, and then I'm putting my middle finger down here. So it's the same chord, but what it lets me do is it lets me switch to that E minor really easily, because all I'm doing is putting my ring finger down. So it's, and then E minor. Okay, and then for the next one, you're basically going to be in a sort of C position here, but really you're only playing one note at a time, so you can kind of just use one finger at a time. But yeah, so. And then for the D, what I do is, again, I bar that second fret, the bottom 3 strings. And when you bar the second fret like this with a single finger, it frees up all these fingers for playing the these higher strings that really define the melody. So that's another reason to use this bar technique. So oops. Then I'm going back to G. So so again, check out the website for the melody for the entire song. But that's basically the idea. The main thing is you want to have your fingers in the chord positions. And then the final thing I'll talk about is the fingerstyle stuff. So that basically allows you to take any of these melodies. So, and it's gonna be forever. Instead of just those 3 notes, you can go. All I'm doing here is sort of just playing this 3rd string repeatedly. Okay, so, and instead of doing by itself, I'm just sort of playing this, and I'm going to intersperse the droning bass note with the and then C. So that's really it. It's not a terribly complicated song. It does require some practice to get down, but it's pretty rewarding when you get it, and it's definitely a catchy one. So hope that helped. Again, check out my website, songnotes.cc. This is David Potts. I'm happy to teach you this lesson. If you like what you saw here, throw a buck in the tip jar. Check out my other lessons. But otherwise, thanks for watching. Until next time. Bye-bye.